What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I'll show you that collecting is fun. And in this review, we are going to be looking at Baki Storm Collectibles. Well, not really. It's a CT Toys version. And if you have a Storm Collectibles Baki, you would be able to tell right now that the color scheme is a little tad bit lighter than the original. But I want to give it a shot and see how Baki does hold up, how he is, because I mean I'm a fan of Baki. I've been a fan of Grappler Baki since I first found out about it, like long time ago. I'm talking about the old school Grappler Baki, back when the story was like something worth looking at. And then it went through 2 seasons. You know, the first time you see him as a kid, like you start seeing this kid as like a 13-year-old or something, 15-year-old, just like taking on grown men. Like, wait, how? What? Hold on, like how? Right? You thought this kid was like maybe 19. This kid is like 15 or something. Like, it was ridiculous. Then he finally gets into the second season where he's like really into the tournament, and it's really cool. He's meeting a bunch of different fighters as he normally does in the show Baki, but they ended the second season with nothing, and they left us hanging. Then they finally brought it back. Netflix was like, oh, and people were like, oh man, Netflix is saving anime, blah blah blah, and all that, right? That slogan. But Netflix brought this out, and we got a chance to see Baki, and it was kind of continuing what the second season was doing, but not really, because it brought some other folks in there, and then it just kind of was doing his own thing, almost like it was a soft reboot type deal. It was just, it took forever to get anywhere, and then we finally had that last episode, which was kind of like, oh, really? That's it? Oh, come on. And Baki was never, I mean, it looks like they just made it clear that Baki was never, ever going to reach the same level of his dad, or beat his dad, I'll say, because in the last episode, they fought heavily, and it looked like he was almost on his level. But I mean, let's just be real. Yujiro still would have handled Baki with some some fierceness. Anyway, enough about the show. Here we are with this, and it says Storm Collectibles on the box, but I mean, you can tell from the figure itself. Like I said, I've never had a Storm Collectibles figure. I'm not trying to pay that ridiculous price of $90 something, $80 something for it. So if I can get the next best thing for only 20 or less, heck freaking yeah. So here's the back of it. You can translate that however you want to do it. He has 3 heads, 8 heads, 4 heads. Okay, he does come with 3 extra heads, and that's all we need to see. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see how Baki does. Alright, so here is Baki out of the packaging. Now, the packaging was a little blurry because that was moisture from the inside. Before I started doing anything with this, I pretty much soaked him. So I heated him up in some water or what have you. You know, kind of washed him off a little bit to make sure he didn't have any kind of residue and some other kind of harmful elements on the plastic. So did my due diligence so I can touch him barehanded. As you can see, there's some water right there, but it also kind of looks cool. It looks like we can probably use some of that to make it look like he's sweating. Anyway, there's Baki, man. And Baki doesn't come with much. You know, he comes with the heads. Well, I won't say come with much, but I mean, what else could Baki really come with? He doesn't have any objects that he would hold. So it's really just his hands, his fist, extra heads. And there's another Baki that's coming out where he has his like school or leisure outfit, which I'm not really trying to get because, I mean, again, that's going to be Storm Collectibles, and it's going to take a while for CT to jump on something like that. And I don't know if I want to get that many Baki figures. I know that I wanted him, and his father. His father's on his way. So let's take a look at it. First off, I'm looking at his cut right there. That right there might be a dead giveaway that this is absolutely, other than the color, This right here might be a dead giveaway. Okay, that's not perfect. I don't know how Storm Collectibles are regarding QC issues, but that is open pretty wide. Maybe it's loose like that because, you know, I heated it up and it got loose. I don't know. Maybe I can make it tighter. I just put it in some cold or something. But no, that's permanent there, I think. So not too glaring, depending on what kind of pose you may have him in, because you're not going to have Baki standing like this. No way you're going to have Baki just being in a museum pose. You got to have him in some type of ridiculous strength, press, hold, or something. Can you do the classic Baki, you know, holding his... No, I don't think you can even do that. His arm didn't cross over that far to where he can actually touch his shoulder. When's the last time you saw a figure actually be able to reach over and touch their own shoulder? I think that would be the next thing in articulation. But let's see how we can do this. Let's see where we can start off with. All right, so here's Baki. Got all the cuts because this dude's been going through all this kind of training to do one particular thing, and that is to beat Yujiro Hanma, who is the strongest living organism. Oh, okay, there we go. So, all right, cool. So I fixed it. Just playing around a bit, I fixed it. So look, I just put it back. Yeah, that gap is gone. Okay, we're good now. The gap is gone. So, strike that what I said before. Just focus on the color. Forget the gap. Yeah, that works out nicely. All right, so the color is the dead giveaway. The dead giveaway. Hair is, you know, not spiky, or as far as sharp. That's kind of sharp right there, but it's fine. This, he has a little paint hiccup on his face. Looks like he has a mold on his face. See that? A beauty mark right there. He has some other specks right here that's coming like from his eye to his cheek. You might be able to see that. And also one on his chin. So he's got like a beauty mark right there on his lip. That's not bad. Nicely sculpted. This dude is just ridiculously ripped. I mean, hardly any kind of body fat that is. You know, just pure muscle. Ridiculous. Look at that. Looking like he's winding his arm up to punch somebody really hard. Big shoulders, as Baki should have. They can rotate. They can go all the way up. Because he has to have that flexibility. This dude does ridiculous kicks. Like you saw in the back of the box. He does his big high kick. Now, can he balance that way by himself? I don't know. So let's see. Double jointed elbows. Yes, with that big elbow piece right there. That's cool. More figures should adopt something like that. Yeah, that's cool there. Alright. Big hands. Per Baki, fits his body. Gotta have big hands. He's got those McFarlane hands. Like from Wally West to Flash. He's got those big hands. So you probably can put like a McFarlane hand on him. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what we got. The trunks, of course, is nice and cloth. You can take them off, put some other clothes on them. If you want to have some other soft goods you want to try, you feel free to do so. Maybe some shorts, some pants. The musculature, this man is ridiculously muscular. All right, let's see. As far as his knee going up, that's about it. But he can kick back like that. Boom, and he's got that nice toe crunch, which is definitely necessary because he does a lot. They use their whole body in this show. I don't watch the other show, Kangen Basura. I just can't do that one. I don't like the animation. And just another Baki. And then that little special they had on Netflix where it was Kangen Basura versus Baki, was just a little fan service piece of crap. No resolve, no nothing. It was just, look, check these two out. They're going against each other. Who would win? Like, man, Baki, of course. So, I wonder why you did that. But dude has some huge feet. Golly, some huge feet. Huge monkey feet, man. Fat feet. Anime fat feet. You know, either gonna have some small feet or some fat feet. And I'm trying to figure out what can I twist to make it not look so ridiculous. Alright, so I twist his leg. It's gonna look kind of bow leg. Alright, there he is. Looks weird. Well, let's see. The splits, can he do the splits? Yes, he can, but you just got to just work it a certain way. So you look at the joint, you see how the joint is. It's really sturdy. Like you don't have to be concerned with breaking it, really. You can just bring it all the way out and just be gentle, but there it is. He can force himself into that split. Nice. All right. Which means he can kick this way, and on the box they have him kicking like this, and you can do that. See that? That's that ridiculous kick that he can do. And then his arms back here, he's like this, and he has a different facial expression, of course, but man, there it is. That's that. What is it, up here? Yeah, that's it. Ridiculous. He's not even on camera. Look at that. Leg is so tall. Dude, it's too tall. And I'm not even going to go and let's see if we can get back here. I'm not going to do a wider view either. But he is just kicking off camera. That's how he's going to do it. He's just going to kick off camera. This way. This way. Kicking off camera. That's just wild. I got another character or figure I'm going to compare him to. I think it'd be kind of cool for them to meet, even though Baki is leaps and bounds above that other character. All right, we're just going to have him stand here. Let me see. Let's take a look a bit. Just another look at what this guy has on his body. Got the scars everywhere, big calf muscles, and that nice knife when he kicks. You got to have the knife, man. The knife is everything. All right, so let's see if we can just kind of have you just stand here, and while we go through your accessories. Chill out for a second. Bak. How kind of pose can I get this man? He looks so weird now. I'm just going to have you just look weird. Hold on. Let's get you in a push-up or something. This is crazy. I just don't want to put him in a museum pose. I just really don't. I just need him to be doing something crazy, because Baki is always training. He is like just a lower version of Goku. All right, there we go. That's something. Here we go with his other face, where he's kind of just happy or what have you. He's got that beauty mark right there on his lip there. I think that's part of Baki's look. Yeah, he does have that beauty mark. The other one had a whole lot more. Okay. It's okay. His face it's alright. You know. Looks like it's got a little, I don't know what it is, but it's just, his teeth are cool. I can get that one. That's a pass. We can get that. That's a pretty good hit. This one is that kind of concerned look that he has. Like, I don't know what's about to happen. Or is that dopey look he has sometimes, where he doesn't know what's going on. And then here's this one. This one is very it's got a lot going on. It's got his lip kind of going up here. The teeth all right, but everything, it just seems just kind of off a little bit. The white blurs in with his bottom lip right there, and his eyes just, I guess his eyes work that way. But his hair is pretty much the same everywhere. I don't see any issues with the hair. Nice application on the hair. You got the hands. You got this here where it looks like he's, I don't know what that is. Is that a punch? Is that a, where are we going? Is that a punch? Not a punch. He's hitting somebody with the knuckle. I don't know what he's doing. I've seen him do something like that before. I just didn't know. I mean, they do so much. They use various different parts of their bodies for different strikes. And they always, in the anime fashion, explain where it came from. This was an ancient move that was done by, this was the perfect punch. This is how you do. I mean, it's just so weird, so crazy. But I think that's why we like Baki, because they do all these crazy, ridiculous moves, and they just like, man, we got to explain it. All right, so hand. So if you grab somebody's hand, this is also another one. You grab somebody. Dude, I don't know what I would do with all these hands. If you shake somebody's hand, this is over. He's got 8 sets. Left and right. Got 4 on each side. And then you got these little pegs here. I'm not sure what to do with all these. Now, one thing I did notice, these holes are small. So you got to force them in there. And then once you force them in there, they're going to stay in there. I mean, you just force them in there to open them up, but they will open up. So now we have that. What do we do? What can we do? I guess change out his head. Let's change his head. See what we got. Make sure everything's okay. Everything should be fine after a good heat session that you just had. And smile. Let's smile. No, let's go all out. Ooh, wow. That's a tight fit. Oh, wow. It doesn't even pop. It just squeezes on in there. And there you have it. He just... I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I should just went with a smile. There we go. Oh, no popping. Just kind of just squeeze in there. Dude, it's such a weird thing. I want to see how I can get him posed. I have to look at the box again and see what could be cool. And let's see what he can do with his fist, man. Get this over with. This is one thing that's kind of weird about this figure. It doesn't have that much to offer except his body, his articulation, and his what kind of fist what kind of strike you're gonna throw. Let's see. It's like they gave you 2 extra just in case. That's weird. I guess I can appreciate that. What can we do? Let's reach out and touch somebody. Push. There we go. It's going in there. There it is. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. So he's, I guess, yeah, he's ready to just do whatever. But like I said, articulation is there. He is looking massive, looking like he's ready to fight, itching to fight somebody. And let me bring somebody out. One moment. Okay, there we go. We got Frank Dukes from Bloodsport. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Waited too long. But he's not really posed properly. He's got this weird lean going, and I'm trying to get Baki to hold on. The prestige is all messed up because he fell. But yeah, Frank Dukes versus Baki. Of course, Baki is going to win. Frank Dukes has no chance in winning. But it's kind of cool to see. Maybe let's bring something else out for Frank. All right, there we go. So we got Frank Dukes allowing Baki to use his chairs to do the whole splitting the chair deal. And you got him down there, just both of them training together. That's kind of cool. This is the Diamond Select Jean-Claude Van Damme from Bloodsport. The articulation is not that great. I mean, the flexibility, of course, has to be there. He has to drop down hips, but it's Diamond Select. You know what you're getting yourself into with Diamond Select. It's not going to be that great in articulation, but it will be a nice sculpt and a nice, cool figure for you to have. But yep, Kim combined with Baki, that's an unlikely duo. But who knows, man? I mean, what kind of scenario can you come up with? I mean, you're going to enhance the fighting ability and the prowess of Frank just so he can go toe-to-toe with Baki or be in the same league with him? Or is he going to be like a Piccolo training Gohan or something? Like, shows up, he can handle his own for a little bit, but then the heavy lifting goes to this guy. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of cool. I like that picture there. So that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, the figure doesn't have that much to offer other than just the flexibility and all the other different cool poses you can put him in. So it's just, you gotta just be a little bit creative with the poses that you can do, whatever you're gonna have him do. I think it's gonna look better when I have his father come. That way I can have him trying to attack somebody who can really take his punches. Maybe I can put like a dark side up in here or some other kind of McFarlane figure. I don't know. But as of right now, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed it. It was just a quick one. Didn't have much to offer, but whatever. It is what it is. Every figure is not going to have everything to really showcase it. So if you liked it, like, share, subscribe, give me a comment. Let me know how you feel about this or what have you. And have fun collecting, because collecting is fun. I'm out.